Hi, my lovely Leos. Welcome to the Guiding Chariot. This is going to be your new weekly reading for the first week in October. House rules apply. This is going to be a general reading for all Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. My only ask is that you take the messages as they resonate. Don't try to force anything. If a message hits your intuition, resonates with you, connects with you, take it. Everything else leave on the table. All right, my lovelies. So, for this week, I am focusing this new moon, or this this reading on the new moon in Aries coming up on Wednesday, the 1st. I'm planning this should go up Tuesday, so you guys will get it just in time. Thank you for being patient. But I really wanted to focus on this moon, one, because it literally has been on my mind for like a week. I just can't seem to avoid it. But with Mars in retrograde, which has kind of messed with our passions and our drives, and for some of us, our energy levels, and then the moon heightening our emotional space, as it always does when it goes into full moon. But Mars, or the moon being in Aries, you know, when Mars is its ruling planet, even more so. So great opportunity for healing for everyone. Release. I mean, full moons are always about release, but this one has a little extra special to it, as all of these emotions and things bubble to the surface. Where can we heal? How can we release them? So I really wanted to see okay. I'm not going to take all of that. Try that again. I really wanted to see what energies. We'll do a few more shuffles, see if anyone else pops out. What energies are coming to you, what you can expect from this new moon, what healing is coming for you, and also possibly find inspiration for any intentions if you're going to be doing any rituals or anything for this new moon or full moon. I'm so sorry. I just woke up, so coffee hasn't kicked in yet. But first card out, full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. So Leos, the need to be authentic, which is interesting, especially for you guys. This is really not an issue for you. Some other signs, sure, but you have no problem showing yourself. So some of you might feel you are in uncharted waters where you're not sure how comfortable you can be or how comfortable people will be around you, which again, still normally not a thing for you, but this particular moment, there might be some extra sensitivities coming up that's making you really cautious. And there's really no need to be. You don't want to hold back. You still want that beautiful, beautiful sunshiny Leo self to come through. Okay. We have balance. Balance, I feel, in a way where there has to be enough of you mixed in. There we go. I was like, something else is coming out. All right. Balance where there's enough of you mixed in, but maybe if you are in new surroundings, you don't know how far you can push things. You're still gauging other personalities, right? And here we have wisdom, right? And that's what would help in that situation, right? Okay, so, I know this could be, a situation if I do this, I just don't know if these people are cool with that or how far I can push it or where's everyone's comfort level. So there comes this bit of experience, right? And I say experience because you can see she's kind of standing on this stack of books in this card, right? So that's almost like everything you've gone through, everything you've learned before. But to me, the bigger thing is not to lose yourself in that. Like, don't try to make so many considerations that you're no longer yourself, that you've put so many, buffers on that now the real you can't get through. So we might be healing some things around boundaries with this full moon. We might be, for some of you, might even be healing things with some, self-confidence and assuredness. Which again is still kind of funny because I don't necessarily think of that particular energy when I think of a Leo, but what you portray outwardly and what is happening on the internal could be two completely different things, right? So again, balance comes into play with that as well. Wow, I feel like your guys' reading is getting so like psychoval. I'm gonna need a degree to do your reading. I keep pulling the little tablecloths. Forgive me if you see me adjusting those cards. Ooh, almost. Just get back in there. Okay. We will flip these two first. All right. So Magician, beautiful. So very powerful card, all about co-creating, manifesting, having all the tools and resources you need. Excuse me. And then you do have the Four of Air. This would be the Four of Swords. So this is rest. This is kind of pulling within. Excuse me. Need a little water. But the Four of Swords is about, so you may even be isolating a little bit this time, right? And part of that is dealing with, reassuring yourself, feeling more confident, feeling more established, and doing a little check-in. So I don't see it as being super hermity for you, although this will be kind of an emotional month. I didn't tell you that at the beginning. So October, lots of fun stuff going on in October. We have some planets moving in and out of retrograde. I believe Pluto comes out of retrograde. Mercury goes into retrograde. We have the full moon on the 1st, which is what we're kind of targeting in this reading. There is also a full moon on the 31st on Halloween. Super cool. And right in between that, there is a new super moon. So big emotional time with all these moon phases, as well as the shift in retrograde energies. So this may be a transitional emotional month. Oh, sorry, it's garbage truck on by. We'll let that thing pass before we... Oh, no, we're not taking that. Oh, we will take that, though. Oh, okay. I don't know if you can still hear that truck out there. I'm kind of waiting till it wanders off. I wonder what it's doing. I hear it like... It's not doing the thing with the arm, but I can hear it out there. Maybe it's not the garbage truck. Okay, I don't know. We'll start, and then if it gets loud, we'll take a little breather. All right. So, next card we had out, Page of Water. Literally, as we're talking about how this may be an emotional month, how there may be some shift in your emotional space, here we have this Page of Water. So it could be having some new, I don't want to say new desires, but it feels like the emotional space might shift and be completely new. This could also be someone coming towards you, right? New love for sure for some of us, which is beautiful, especially if that's what you've been trying to manifest. And to me, that supports, really needing to show up and be, personality forward, because this is how you put out your vibration. This person needs to match this, right? So if you're hiding your vibration, how can you match? How can you align? We also have this Nine of Water, which is wish granted. Oh, coming out so close to this Page of Water. Sorry, I just threw that on the floor. Definitely may be very much connected. So if you have been trying to manifest, a new love, a relationship, also just connection of any sort, it doesn't have to be romantic. This may be a time when that is possible because of how much our emotional space is kind of getting heightened and boost, and we may just be a little more tapped into all of those things. And anywhere where the emotions get heavy or intense, usually that's just a trigger where healing can come. So if you are being sensitive to something, and you have the awareness, see, there you go, that's what I was waiting for, and you have the awareness to know, okay, I'm feeling a certain way, but I know that's not me, or that's not normal. I don't often get so upset with this. Again, that's where the healing is. That's where the trigger is. And that's you using this wisdom to grow and to move forward, and ultimately create space for this wish. Now, the big thing with all of this, I do think lies on, or relies on you kind of doing possibly a little bit of shadow work to boost that self-confidence, to boost this self-assuredness, and really being confident in who you are, and you know, feeling comfortable to let that show and be, you know, again, you know, really show up and face forward. Because here we have this string of cards that popped up in reverse. We have the Eight of Fire, which would be the Eight of Wands, which is communication, speed, haste, and travel. But in the reverse, all of that kind of gets mucked up, right? Instead of fast and moving forward, it can feel kind of stuck and stagnant, things held back. The Star coming up in reverse, to me, I never really read the Star differently, because I think the Star is such a positive card. I don't necessarily think coming up in the reverse changes it. It may delay it a little bit, but I think with this coming up, if we're not feeling super confident, if we're not feeling very sure of ourselves, you know, definitely that slows down communication, because we're not putting out the right signal. How can we expect the right signal to come back? If we're not putting ourselves out there, we're not even available to receive these messages. It delays this guiding light from the Star, right? Because the Star is all about being hopeful and optimistic and expecting the best. You know, so if we're not in that vibe, it slows this down, and then it also prevents us from having this new beginning with the Fool card. And the Fool is falling out right underneath the Page of Water. So again, a connection to this person coming in, or at least this new perspective, this new emotional space that you're creating for yourself. And again, you really never change the majors, because that energy is so much bigger than any of us in our little 3D bodysuits. But, you know, with free will, we slow these down. So if we choose to not, you know, be really sure of ourselves and present that, it just slows this down. So we'll have to wait longer for this dream, for this dream to come true, or this wish to manifest here with this nine of water. So for those of you where you don't feel comfortable being authentic and showing yourself off and just, you know, being honest with yourself, maybe a good time to reevaluate surroundings. You maybe even want to do some meditations with the throat chakra, because that's always, oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. Oh, a little extra. What was I saying? Throat chakra. But that's where we get our voice, right? That's what makes us, you know, open and ready. Oh, more reverse. Great. Okay. So we have Two of Wands in reverse, as well as the Eight of Air. So Two of Wands would be the Two of Fire, Eight of Air being the Eight of Swords. So again, slowing this down, we're not putting our intentions out there, and that falling under the Nine of Water. And Eight of Air, Eight of Swords is, this actually is kind of the saving grace. So I actually really like this. So Eight of Air normally is, you know, feeling trapped, feeling separate, feeling bound, feeling, you know, powerless in some way. Excuse me. Having it show up in the reverse like this tells me you're seeing through the illusion. So as much as I'm warning you to not do these things and not back down and not think you can't do this, excuse me, you already know better. And I love that. So this is really good. Also, it's not your natural nature as a Leo to kind of fall for that. Even if you do feel like you're, you know, not in total control of this situation, you still kind of go out there and do it anyway. Excuse me. So lean on your natural ability to see through that and just kind of be bold and brash anyway. Now, I'm not saying to be super brash in people's face, but there's no reason to dim your light. There's no reason to dim your light, especially as you're in this position to co-create and manifest this new love, this relationship, this partnership, whatever this is for you. This is a moment where you can create that. So as we're closing out this cycle, your intentions for this full moon can totally be about, one, building confidence and feeling safe and protected no matter where you are, as well as tapping into this new cycle, this new romantic cycle or new emotional cycle that's beginning, and, you know, wanting to create a space where this is welcome and this is something you really want to tap into, right? And not falling for the lie that we don't have control, because here you are with the Magician, you're co-creating with the universe as we speak. So this is an illusion. This Eight of Swords is feeling trapped. So this is not something we need to worry about. And again, it's normal, we're human, to get like woo-woo about it and, you know, maybe get a little down. But again, this reading is really about picking yourself back up and moving forward, because if you stay there for too long, you know, you're slowing a lot of things down, a lot of things that you want. So again, it's using your experience and your wisdom to find the balance and find the strength within yourself to break through this and start manifesting, because this is going to be a beautiful window for healing any self-confidence issues, healing any self-worth issues, as well as creating this new emotional connection. All right, my lovely Leos, I'm going to wrap it up there. As always, thank you so much for all your love and support. If this reading resonated, I'd love to hear how down in the comments below. Also, if you want to share what you're doing for the full moon, I think that's a cool thing we should all be talking about and sharing with each other. If you're not already and would like to, please subscribe to the channel. Check us out every week. Make sure you get the notification bell on. And until next time, I'm wishing you the best, sending you my love. Take care, stay safe out there. I'll see you next week. Bye.